Welcome to episode 50 of the We Don't Know Jack podcast. It was supposed to be a big one today, but it didn't happen. Had some fall throughs of the original one. So it's just me and Emily today. What's up, Emily?
Once again, back here.
Yep.
We also have a lot, we have a bunch of guests, so we haven't had to do one by the two of us.
It's been a while because Casey or Cater in here.
We had Olivia last time.
We had Olivia, which turned out to be one of our very best episodes.
Yeah.
I hope we can get her one more time before I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope
Why
we
are you
can.
saying like I'm gone, like you're about to
Well, I just mean
pass away?
I'm not going to be down here. I graduate in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know how things are going to go after that. We're going to still continue. I just don't know how it's going to work. But yeah, Olivia, that's one of our all-time best episodes. So if you haven't yet, go check that one out.
Yeah.
It's one of our most listened to episodes in the first week. It's really good. She's awesome. One of our all-time favorite guests. She's awesome. One of our favorite people. So go check that one out. Before that, we had Dan the Dad.
Yeah.
And then I think Casey was on call one time. I think Kate was in the room for a couple of them. It's been a while since
It's been maybe a month.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we took 2 weeks off. Last week was spring break. That's why we took it off.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do 50 over the phone. That would be terrible. We did episode 50. We did try to record. You weren't there. You got sick.
Yeah.
We tried to record one at my friend's house, and it was a shit show.
Which I kind of expected.
I have the file. It's not great. It's not great. The audio quality's all over the place. My brother would not talk into the microphone.
Well, you texted me after, and you texted me the next day, and you said, "Yeah, this isn't gonna be posted."
It was not postable. There was too much weird stuff in it, and it was just like, it just wasn't
all over the place.
Yeah, and there was just too many people, and it wasn't a good setup, and they were all drunk, so it really didn't work good.
Well, the purpose of it was to be a drunk podcast.
Yeah, but it just didn't. It got a little too goofy and a little too much nonsense. They started talking about like foreign countries and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is not how this show works. If you had been there, it probably would have gone a little better. I'm not going to say much better, but a little better.
Why would it be me that would make it better?
Because I had to run all the audio stuff, and I'm not good at that.
You really just have to set up audio one time and just...
Not with these guys. Because they would talk, and then they would pull their microphone away, and they would keep talking. I was like, I can't do anything with you idiots when you're pulling your microphone away. Anyway, it was entertaining, but it just wasn't. There was 8 people, I think, in there. 5 microphones being passed around. One of the stands didn't have the right clip for the right microphone. It was a mess. But this is the real episode 50. And it was coming off of that Olivia episode that was too good to follow up a crap.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, we didn't have anything last week. But we're here today. We had a interesting spring break at the end. It was our friend's birthday.
A lot of things happened.
We went over to Uncle Casey's house.
Yes, we love Uncle Casey.
Him and his roommates, and they were ready for us. First off, we got her a cake. And the cake said, "Happy birthday, Hurricane."
Because her nickname. We call her Hurricane.
Yes. And it's one of my better nicknames I've ever come up with. I got a couple good ones, but that's one of my favorite ones. But it said, "Happy birthday, Hurricane." And Casey took like 35 candles, and he made them in the shape of a dick on the thing. And Casey's ass, we all know Casey. He's a unique fellow.
To say the least.
So he puts the cake in the fridge. Okay, we'll move on. We'll come back to this, the cake, okay?
Yeah.
So we're over there. We're making a beer pong table.
It was not a certified beer pong table.
No, it was a piece of plywood he found in the garage. We have gotten permission to tell the story.
Oh, okay.
I asked. He said
I didn't know this.
Yeah, he said we could tell the story.
Okay.
He doesn't want his address out there. So his address, no. No, he didn't want his address, so we won't say that. But we had a good time up there. This was the day of the storm. Dude, that wild storm.
The tornadoes coming through.
Yeah. So we're making the table, and Casey's got this big piece of plywood that he found in the garage, and there's 2 saddle horses to put it on. The most redneckinized beer pong table. So Casey gets locked out of the house. He tries to open it up.
By his own roommate.
Yeah, his
he
roommate
gets
locked
locked out.
And they're fighting each other trying to get in. And Casey takes the piece of plywood, and he hits the door. He barely hit it. Like, he didn't hit it hard at all.
No.
He tapped it. The whole house moved about 6 inches when he did it.
Not the whole house, but the
whole frame.
The front door like caved in a little bit.
I have never laughed this hard. He hit it 2 or 3 times, and it was so funny.
We think he broke the or at least put a crack in the bricks of the foundation.
It was so funny. And he goes, Dan, I broke the house. Dan's in the shower. You broke what?
That was the one thing he broke. There's another thing.
Well, then we're playing beer pong, and there's a barbell in the room, like up on the wall.
Yeah.
And I think I tripped over it, or Casey tripped over it, or something happened, and the barbell fell. Put a big old dent in the wall. That could have been bad.
I thought it put a hole in the wall because I was across the room, and from the angle I was at, it looked like there was
just
a hole.
Dent. And then, so let's get back to the cake. You remember that cake? Well, he's putting some alcohol in the fridge, and he pulls out the tray, like the tray in the fridge.
Yeah.
He puts it in there, and it wasn't angled right, and the cake was on top, and the cake flipped over the top of it. And then his other roommate had to come fix it.
Yeah.
So then, drunk people like to wrestle.
I don't know if that's
That's a thing.
Is it a thing?
This is like, I've heard stories like this forever.
I've never been drunk, and I can't say I've seen drunk people
I know people that
wrestle.
This is a thing. This is a common thing. Well, Casey tries to tackle Dan. Dan's going to win 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Casey's not going to win. Throws him into the wall, or into the couch, slams his head on the banister, moves the thing. It was loud, too. Moves the thing a good 6 inches and cracked her in the rails.
I'm not joking. I was sitting at the dining room table. It was like watching it in slow motion, and he didn't move for like a split second, and I thought he knocked himself out.
It was so funny.
And then after he hit it, the whole room went quiet.
He hit it hard, too.
He moved it
6 inches.
The banister was not like really connected to the wall. So when he hit it, the banister just moved away from the original spot.
It's back. They fixed it.
Yeah, they fixed it that night.
Casey later goes, my head hurts. And this is also 3/4 of a bottle of Jose Cuervo margarita in.
When he hit it,
I don't think he felt it when he hit it.
No, he felt it because he like grabbed the back of his head. So he's
okay. He's okay.
He is.
There's no concussion. We wouldn't be laughing like that. Yeah, we would. We'd be laughing harder if he had a concussion. Be honest here. If he had a concussion, you would
because
be crying.
of that.
You would be crying, laughing, telling the story.
Yes.
So yeah, it was quite the adventure over at Uncle Casey's.
And he did break 3 of the rails on the banister because he moved it.
It was quite the show.
Yeah.
Then he passed out on the floor.
On top of a couch cushion.
With a bag over his butt as a blanket.
A ripped up
Christmas bag.
Christmas present bag. Yeah.
Maybe we don't tell him. Yeah, we can't talk about what I got him.
No, but
I can't tell.
He fell asleep on the couch.
Holding a glass of margarita.
Yeah.
That was a fun night. That was a good time.
And we watched Flushed Away.
Did we?
Yeah. Or at least Sam did. We had it on the TV at the end of the night, but all of us were kind of roasting each other. So
yeah, it was a wild time. it was a fun. We know how to do birthdays. I'm starting to realize this group knows how to do birthdays. The same crew I celebrated with for my birthday. We know what we're doing when it comes to birthdays.
I'm excited for my 22nd birthday. Now that I know
they're not all going to live together anymore by then.
Why? Every time my birthday comes around, people are either out of town or like...
When is your birthday again? July?
28th.
Is it June 28th or July?
July.
Okay. Yeah.
People are either...
I will be in town.
Because it's mid-summer, people are like on vacation.
Right. Yeah. It's interesting how that works out. But yeah, Casey, we know how to do birthdays with Casey.
Yeah.
We do also. I haven't posted it yet. The video is edited. Cooking with Casey will be coming out soon.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
I don't know.
I'm going to post it on Wednesday. I'm going to post it on Wednesday the 19th.
Do I need to remind you?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Tomorrow, we will be making dip with Uncle Casey.
His famous family dip.
The video was way funnier when we recorded it in person than when I watched it back. But
yeah,
it's our first attempt at a video like this. There is another one coming. I just have to sit down and edit it, and we know I don't edit very well.
It shouldn't be that difficult.
It's not a horrible edit in this last one, but
yeah,
I did my best. I'm not an editor. I'm usually the camera. I'm usually the on-camera guy, but you know.
Yeah, you filmed this one.
Yeah, which is weird for I'm not normally a cameraman.
I filmed most of the second one.
Yeah, you did film that because I was a part of that one.
Yeah. Yeah,
so that'll be fun. It'll be up. Maybe we might post it on everything. It might be on TikTok too. I think you can post
all 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think you post 7-minute videos on TikTok now.
Okay.
So I think it'll be on TikTok too. So if you follow us, Don't Know Jackpot, or I don't know what it's called. It'll be in the description.
We don't know the name of our own accounts.
Yeah, half the time I don't even know the name of the show.
Your name isn't it. You should know it.
I know. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good time. Good weekend. As I call myself when I'm inebriated, Sir Sloptimus knows how to do birthdays.
You weren't drunk.
I know.
For this one, though.
No.
You were the DD.
I think the next party is my graduation party, so.
Yeah, I don't know
that'll
anyone.
Be a good time.
I don't know any event going on.
Yeah, that'll be the next one. We'll have a good time there. But yeah, spring break. I didn't do anything. I sat in my chair. Actually, I got lunch with our friend Morgan.
Okay.
Met up with her. We had some lunch. It was a nice time. I don't think we ever mentioned it, but she graduated college.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she's a college graduate.
Nursing?
Health science. She's in nursing school now.
Okay.
I want to say. But yeah, she graduated. It was good to see her. She's crazy busy with nursing school.
As one can imagine.
I went to trivia night. That was a mess. That was bad. The guy hosting was very bad. It wasn't our buddy Dan. Dan wants to come on the podcast sometime. Trivia
okay.
Dan?
Yeah.
We'll get him on here sometime. He's funny.
Oh, I know. I've met him.
He's a funny guy. Yeah. Other than that, I didn't really do much. We went out. The internet went out one day. The power went out another. And the water went out another day.
That was over spring break?
That's Monday to Monday.
So 1 week.
I wasn't home for all that. The power I wasn't home for. Yeah. So we lost power. Let's talk about the storm.
Oh, okay.
Anybody that's affected by it, we wish you the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we know anybody that was seriously affected by it, but I know some people were. Villa Ridge got hit really hard.
Yeah.
The truck stop and the trailer park both got just annihilated. Arnold got hit really hard. Rolla got hit hard. A lot of area in St. Louis, the greater St. Louis area got hit hard. We just hope everybody's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody listening? We can't really help, but we'll say a prayer for you guys. So, we were at Casey's house for the storm. So it was. Fallon did not get hit.
No,
not really at all.
We were playing beer pong while the tornado sirens were going
idiots
off.
They're the most Midwestern thing. They got lawn chairs to set on the front porch.
Yeah. I went out there for a little bit, and then
it calmed down by the time you got out there.
Well, the sirens were on, but the only thing happening was rain and wind.
It wasn't even that rainy.
No, it was raining when we went out. When you came out, it had, completely stopped.
Yeah. Well, nothing even, we had power. We didn't lose anything over at Casey's house.
No.
School, I think, was fine, which is crazy because just down the road, down by Centene, tornado touchdown.
Over there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
At 70 and 270, you had Maryland Heights, one touchdown. Not bad, but it touched down.
Okay.
Because our buddy Mike was over there, and the arena lost power.
Oh.
I'm surprised they're not backed by a generator.
I would think any venue would have to be...
You would think.
Have a generator.
You would think, but everybody's okay from what I understand.
Yeah.
I think Villa Ridge really was what got hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully everybody's safe there for the most part anyway. But yeah, my mom's house anyway, they lost power from Friday afternoon until Sunday night.
Yeah,
it's wild.
That's a long time.
That's wild. I was out for 3, sorry.
Was a power line down?
I don't know. I wasn't out there. And then it came back on, and the water line, there was a water main break. They didn't have water all day yesterday.
At least
Way to go, Eureka.
At least that was only a day.
Still.
Well, still not good, but...
On that first day I was back that Monday, the internet was out in the whole city of Fenton, Eureka, and Pacific.
See, O'Fallon, we did not have any issues. Everything was fine. It was just like, a few tree branches.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been in Eureka since. Oh, South County got hit really hard, too.
Yeah, they did.
Oakville, Arnold area.
Yeah.
Our buddy Danny, he's safe, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his area got... He's a storm guy, and he even was worried.
Yeah.
I know some of his people in his area got hit hard. Everybody's safe, though, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, everybody is safe, because that could have been bad. But, yeah, the storm was wild.
I mean, yeah, it was wild, but thankfully we were in the one area that
we got lucky.
Nothing really happened.
And after seeing the way that house shook.
The house, okay, honestly, the houses shook more when Casey hit it with the plywood than the wind going.
Right, yeah, which is crazy. But like I said, everybody's safe. All of our families are safe as far as we know. All the listeners, we think you guys are safe. We hope you guys are safe. What'd you do in spring break? Anything?
I mainly hung out with my family.
Not answer your phone?
We went to the zoo for one day. When I'm on break, I like to...
Disconnect from everything?
Yes.
I noticed.
Mm-hmm. So don't bother me when I'm at home on the weekend or if it's break.
You don't respond, though, even when you're here, so...
Because I'm doing homework when I'm here.
We talk about this like every couple of weeks. You are the worst person at responding.
I know.
She's proud of it, too.
And sometimes I do it on purpose.
I know you do.
It depends on the person. Like
with me, it's usually on purpose.
It's not necessarily on purpose. It's just you text me stuff that I don't need to know about or stuff I don't care about. You're like, hey, just had my second meatball sub of the day.
I've never texted you.
I'm like... Okay.
I've never texted you about meatball subs. I call you for that.
And that's why I don't pick up.
If I actually need something, I'll call twice.
Well, yeah, we had this conversation yesterday.
I actually had something important today, and she declined it.
Because I was actually busy.
I don't think I can announce what it is yet, so I'm gonna wait till that's public, and I'll tell you guys about it.
Yeah. But, probably next week.
Yeah, I think next week will be public. I'll announce it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool thing that I got going on.
But I was actually somewhere that I could not pick up.
Yeah, you were at guitar.
So I had a valid reason not to answer.
I guess. You declined it quick, too. It was like one ring and it was done.
Yeah.
So you went to the zoo.
That's really all I did. I
didn't do anything. I was having a nice time.
Well, that's how I like to do my break is just not really do anything.
Right.
Because I'm busy almost every day here.
I had a nice time in my recliner. Man, I miss that chair. It's a good chair. That's a good chair, Emily. It's a good chair.
Tell me more about the chair.
Oh, I love that chair. It's so comfortable. It's so comfortable. It's a big old cushiony recliner. It's great.
That's a good chair.
It's a good chair. All right.
That's going to be the title of the episode.
It's a good chair. It is a good chair. It's a damn good chair. It's a good chair, man. It was so hard to get in my room, too, because it's bigger than door frame.
How do you get it in?
I don't know, but we did it. It's in my room.
Okay.
We don't question things. All right. Let's get into this.
Okay.
Mandela effect.
Ooh, okay.
We're starting with this. So, if you don't know what the Mandela effect is, it's pretty much everybody misremembering something. I think there's a little bit of okey doking going on. People are messing with it a little bit, but or delete some history. But I found a website that has a bunch of them. Mickey Mouse, the original Mickey Mouse, did he wear suspenders?
No.
He did not. You're correct.
Okay, to be fair, I've watched so many conspiracy videos that, like, there's a lot of Mandela effects in them. So, like, some of these I probably know the answer to.
All right, Captain Crunch. How's it spelled?
With the C's.
No.
There's no K.
The whole word. Is it spelled out Captain or CAP''N?
It's all Captain.
Nope.
What?
It's not spelled out, Captain.
Wait, let me see this.
Right there. Captain. CAPN.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was... Do people remember it as Captain? Like the whole word?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was...
All right. Oops, I Did It Again. You know that song?
Britney Spears.
Have you seen the music video?
I believe so.
Does she have a headset on? A mic headset? The Barbie doll that came out with it has a headset on.
No. Now I'm thinking about it. She doesn't.
She doesn't. There's no headset on in that video.
It's just a red latex suit.
Yep. But the Barbie that came out along with it, along with the song, has a headset on.
I mean, probably because it's supposed to be like Britney Spears, like a singer, not
Barbie, but it was a doll.
Yeah.
All right. Peanut butter. Is it JIF or JIFFY?
Oh. I think it's just F.
It's just F. People confuse it with Skippy, the brand peanut butter, Skippy. So they Jiffy, Skippy.
I'm only Jif.
How is Looney Tunes spelled? The tunes part. TOONS or TUNES?
Oh, I've heard of this one, but I can't think of I think it's like TUNES.
Yep, you got it.
It is?
Yep.
Okay.
Does Curious George have a tail?
No, because people confuse him with a monkey, but he's an ape because he doesn't have a tail.
Huh. I didn't know that, but you're right.
Monkeys have tails, apes don't.
All right, the TV show. Is it Sex in the City or Sex and the City?
And.
It's and. Yep.
I think that's not really a Mandela effect. I feel like people just mishear it.
Is Febreze capital or lowercase?
Lowercase.
Lowercase. Oscar Mayer, the hot dog company. How's it spelled?
The Meyer part?
Yep. MEYER or MAYER?
E.
Yes.
I feel like this isn't fun because I just,
you got a couple of them wrong.
I know all of these.
Fruit Loops. OOT or UIT?
I think it's O.
It is O. Damn, it's not fun when you know these.
I tell you.
Did the Monopoly man have a monocle or not?
No, he didn't. See, I've watched so many conspiracy videos.
Pikachu, black or yellow tail?
I saw a TikTok on this the other day. There was no black.
Is Kit Kat hyphen or not hyphen?
Oh. Now I can picture the logo with both.
Yep. Which one is it?
I'm going to say hyphen.
Nope. Finally, you got one wrong. No hyphen.
Okay.
Fruit of the Loom, cornucopia or not?
This is the most famous one. There is no cornucopia.
I think there is.
Yeah, but if you look at the logo,
I don't believe it because there was a cornucopia. I know I have something with that logo on it.
No, I do think there was a cornucopia, but I'm going fact-based from what is...
Yeah, you're right.
In a quote, proven there's no cornucopia.
Cheez-It or Cheez-Its?
I think it's just Cheez-It.
Yep.
I eat a lot of Cheez-Its. I'd be disappointed.
1 F or 2 in double stuff.
What?
1 F or 2 in double stuff Oreos. You have too much time on your hands.
1 F or 2.
You're getting all these right.
This one I haven't heard. I'm going to say... Well, it's weird if it just has 1. I don't know why they would put 1 as an option, so I'm going to say it has 1.
Yes.
That one I just did based off of elimination.
C3PO, is he all gold or does he have a silver leg?
I've heard this one, but I can't think of it. I think he's all gold.
I thought he was too, but he's not.
What?
He's got a little silver leg.
Where?
See? A little silver leg.
What?
Yeah, wild.
At one point, he had like a red arm, I think.
Well, he's all parts in the first one.
Yeah.
Is it Flintstones or Flintstones? 2 T's or 1? Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're the modern Stone Age family.
I'm gonna say
From the...
Ooh, I'm gonna say 2.
Yep, the Flintstones.
It is
Yep.
2? Okay. See, like, that one and Sex and the City, I think people mishear it.
All right. Yeah.
And then they just...
They go with it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. In the movie Jaws, we're going to need a bigger boat or you're going to need a bigger boat?
Oh, I'm trying to think of the character that says that.
Roy Schneider.
Oh, man. I'm gonna say it's the second one.
Which was?
The you're gonna need a bigger boat.
Let's see here. Life is like a box of chocolates, or life was like a box of chocolates?
Wait, what?
Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. Life was like a box of chocolates.
Life is.
Wrong.
What do you mean?
Life was like a box of chocolates. I don't know.
I thought it was is. Because I feel like anytime I read it, it always says is.
That's wrong. I think this is what's Gandalf in? Is that Lord of the Rings?
I think so.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Okay, you want another one then. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Is that what it is?
I've heard this one. I always think it's mirror, mirror on the wall, but it's not. It's something else.
What is it?
Doesn't it just say mirror one time?
Nope. Magic mirror on the wall.
Oh, okay.
In Freddie Mercury's song, Queen song, We Are the Champions. How does that end? Wait, I didn't say that right.
What?
Hold on.
I'm so confused.
We are the champions. Does it end with We Are the Champions, or does it end with Of the World?
We are the champions.
You're right. He sometimes adds it, but it's not a part of the actual song.
I think he did it live,
Uh-huh.
and then people thought the actual song ended that way.
All right, I got all the good ones. Yeah, I don't know the rest of these. All right, so yeah, that's the Mandela effect. It's weird, makes you rethink things. There's one with the Pringles, but there's not all. I didn't find all the good
Pringles
ones on there.
logo.
There's something with the Pringles. Yeah,
I don't know about the Pringles one.
I don't know either, but I think. Oh, if you build it, they will come.
What?
From Field of Dreams. If you build
I've never watched it.
It's a very famous quote. If you build it, they will come. It's if you build it, he will come.
Okay, I've never watched that movie, so I can't tell you on that one.
Someone we know, and I won't say who. I won't put him on blast. But somebody we know. You know who it was. We're talking about Field of Dreams one day in class, and he says, Field of Dreams is a great movie. I said, yeah, it's not really my kind of movie. And he goes, what, you don't have a dad growing up? I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I remember
You know
that.
who said it. You were in the room.
Yes. I think I was right next to you when he said it.
I think you were too.
He just roasted you. The thing is, you guys were mutually shit on each other.
Oh my God, that was such a fun class with him. He's still around. I still see him all the time. But man, it's anytime.
You would just constantly bother each other.
After break, I hadn't talked to him in a while, and I went and found him. And I said something, and I hear, I'm not here, go away. And then I said, I had a question. He goes, well, what do you want?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
There's my contribution today.
We've got a few news stories to catch up on.
I can't wait to get into pop culture.
Yeah. the big...
Oh, hold on. Before you get into pop culture, John Cena is a part of pop culture now, right?
How?
Because he's an actor.
He's been an actor for a while.
He got absolutely booed out of the building.
When?
Last night. In Brussels, Belgium. He came out and he got absolutely booed out of the building. He came out, said, I'm not a baby face. I'm not a heel. I'm a human being. And the employees booed the daylights out of him.
That's probably the only time you're going to boo John Cena.
He used to get booed a lot.
When he was new?
No, when he was Super Cena and winning just constantly.
Oh.
Like when he wrestled RVD, Rob Van Dam at ECW One Night Stand. The crowd was chanting. The crowd had signs that said, if Cena wins, we riot. You know how he throws his shirt in the crowd?
Yeah.
They threw it back. And it landed on the ring rope. Like, it was a perfect throw. But Cena would get, people respected him, but it was just Super Cena wins all the time. When he buried the Nexus, all that stuff. They would chant when he come out, the crowd would sing, John Cena sucks.
Okay, I can get behind that.
No, they've done that for years.
That's kind of funny.
It's like, Kurt Angle. You heard of him?
I've heard the name, yeah.
The music would go, dun, 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 dun. The crowd would go, you suck. You suck. Edge started that in 2001 or 2 because they were doing a thing where Edge kept telling him he sucks all the time.
Yeah.
And then the music would play and Edge would go, Kurt sucks. And now, so when he came back, he went to TNA for like 12 years, 2006, 2017-ish.
Okay.
He comes back in 2017, and they put him in the Hall of Fame, and he came back the next night on Raw to be the general manager. And when he got introduced, the music goes off. The place goes absolutely nuts. He's coming to the ring. You suck to him. And he's having the time of his life. He's smiling. To Kurt, it's a sign of respect.
Okay.
It's like when we tell Kurt Angle he sucks, it means we love him.
Yeah.
Now, it was until he turned heel. John Cena sucks was a sign of, we love him.
Well,
wrestling's weird. Wrestling's a weird crowd.
Yeah.
But they were chanting "fuck you, Cena." They were chanting I didn't realize how popular Cody was. I knew he was well liked, but I didn't think he was like that.
Well, you have to be popular to basically win WrestleMania.
Right. Well, obviously he's one of the top guys in the company, but I didn't think he was. I didn't know he was that beloved. Like, I knew people liked him, but I didn't know they loved him like they love Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Because when Dom turned on Rey, you couldn't even hear him talk. The crowds were so loud booing him.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the top heel turns ever.
Yeah.
Dom turning on Edge and his dad. That was pretty cool. But yeah, so that they booed the crap out of him. I got to watch it again because I was doing 12 things.
I'm going to see if I can find a clip of that.
Oh, it's all over Twitter. He got booed so bad. Sorry to interrupt your pop culture thing, but this
I didn't even start the pop culture. You just jumped in about John Cena.
This was big. This is too big to not talk about. It's John Cena, and it's just not. It doesn't feel right him being a bad guy.
It's just retirement thing. They gotta change it up a little bit.
It just doesn't feel right because he's been a good guy. We talked about this very, very briefly with Olivia. Olivia's heard of John Cena.
Yeah.
That was about it. So we didn't get too deep on that.
Mm-hmm.
But when he turned heel, nobody could believe it.
Yeah.
We may have talked about it. I don't remember what we said about it, so I'm going to just break it down. The Elimination Chamber, he wins the Chamber. Record-setting, third time winning the Chamber. Rock comes out. Cody comes out. The whole thing. And I knew something screwy was going to happen because I had seen something, still in shock from this, but I didn't see what it was. I thought Cody was going to turn heel, and it wasn't. It was Cena. Cena turned on him, and he sold his soul to The Rock. The Rock and John Cena are teamed up in 2025. What in the hell is going on, Emily?
I don't watch it, so I don't know.
Isn't that crazy, though? Think about that. That's the two biggest names of the last 25 years, and they never really overlapped because Rock was leaving when Cena was coming in. And they did that once in a lifetime, twice in a lifetime, in that Survivor Series match, and that's all they've ever done together.
I thought they did WrestleMania together.
Once in a lifetime, twice in a lifetime was Mania. It was 20.
Okay.
It was 28 and 29. Mania 28 and 29, or 27 and 28. Because there was a thing where the Miz was champ against Cena. Rock interfered. That set up once in a lifetime the next year, and then they ran it back. They promoted it as once in a lifetime match. The only time it's ever going to happen.
Then it happened.
And then it happened
after.
again.
Yeah.
It happened twice. It happened at 28, 27, and 28.
Well, they gotta make money somehow.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have marketed it as once in a lifetime. I mean, nothing in wrestling's ever real. Like, storyline wise, when they say that stuff, like, this never happened before. It's probably happened before. But that was a big thing. And then they had the tag match in New York at MSG against Awesome Truth. You know Awesome Truth? Miz and R-Truth.
Yeah.
R-Truth is crushed. Because that's his hero, his childhood hero, John Cena.
I mean, I feel like maybe for like a little kid, it's like heartbreaking to watch
it's
that.
heartbreaking as a big kid.
As a fully grown man, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, because I texted some of our friends. I texted
They're
AJ.
when he officially retires, they're gonna end it as him being a good guy.
I'll give it till summer. He'll turn back at SummerSlam. He'll be the bad guy for 6 months. I texted a couple of our friends, Drew and AJ, and they couldn't believe it. They're like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do. Like, this is John Cena. This is my childhood hero.
Mm-hmm.
But Brandy, Cody's wife, tweeted, "I hate you, John Cena," or "John Cena sucks," or something bad about him. And R-Truth is the top comment on it, and it says, "Let's not jump to conclusions yet, Brandy." Because that's it. You know, if you never seen, I'm sure you haven't seen his stick. R-Truth is older than John Cena.
Okay.
He always talks about how John Cena's his childhood hero. Like, he'd be on the playground playing tiddlywinks, is what he says.
Okay.
And watch John Cena matches. R-Truth is like 52.
I knew he was older.
He's like 4 or 5 years older.
Yeah.
Like, it's enough where it's like, and then Truth steals his moves, and I don't know when the last time they were in a ring together. They ever have been. But
I'm sure they've done it at least one.
Truth is oh yeah, they wrestled once at what was it? Capital something. It was a pay-per-view in DC in 2010 or 11. And Truth got a chance for the title. He's a heel. But R-Truth is a national treasure. I know you don't know much about him.
No, I don't.
You need to look into R-Truth. He's hilarious.
I remember seeing him wrestle when I watched it.
Don't even watch his wrestling. Watch his character stuff. Like, he's in the ring one time. You know Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
You know Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
He's in the ring, and he goes, "You're a big, big, big man, and you will go over the top rope at Royal Rumble, Paul Heyman." Brock loses it. Brock is like dying laughing in the ring because they had a bet if they could crack Brock.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous game to play. Because Brock don't like that stuff.
Wasn't Brock Lesnar using steroids?
Oh, lots of steroids.
They had to kick him out or something.
They kicked him out of UFC.
I thought they got rid of him in wrestling too because of that.
No, Brock doesn't take drug testing in WWE.
Oh.
He's part-time enough that he gets away with it.
Okay.
Because he only wrestles 8-10 matches a year.
Yeah.
Even when he's a champion, he only wrestles 8 or 10 times a year.
Well, he's older now.
He's like mid-40s.
Yeah, that's
late 40s.
Older.
But he's in the best shape of his life. He hasn't been on TV in almost 2 years because of he got named in the Vince case, the Janelle Grant lawsuit.
Oh, okay.
He got named at that. Vince was kind of pimping out this girl to Brock and Johnny Ace, and so they haven't brought him back until this case dies down.
What does he look like now? He doesn't look any different.
He looks like a cowboy now. So I'll tell you this: since we're talking about Brock, one of my favorite gimmicks ever is Cowboy Brock.
Oh yeah, I see a video of him with a cowboy hat on.
He came out. He returned at SummerSlam after Roman beat Cena in 2022. I want to say, yeah, it was 2022. This ended up being the tractor match. It was Money in the Bank. He came back out. No, was it summer? I don't know. It was sometime in the summer. But he came out with the cowboy hat on and a flannel. I was like, I like this version of Brock. And it was fun. But yeah, no, Cena, bad guy. Sad. Pop culture. What do we got?
Well,
Since I interrupted you.
Breaking news today, the 2 astronauts that were stranded in space have returned back down to Earth today. This afternoon, they came back in a SpaceX capsule after being stranded in space on the space station for 9 months. They were only supposed to be up there for 8 days.
Did Elon go get them?
It was a SpaceX ship that went to go get them. And they came back down, parachuted in the ocean.
Everybody safe?
They both are safe, finally got back. That has to be hard adjusting when you have no gravity for 9 months, and now you actually have to,
People have been up there longer than that before.
Not in a,
confined space like that.
Yeah. I'm like, that's weird.
Because people go up to the space station for years at a time, don't they?
I don't know.
International Space Station, the ISS.
But they were zero gravity. Like, imagine
for a year.
Almost a year.
You feel real heavy, wouldn't you, at the end?
What?
You feel real heavy when you get down to the ground.
I don't know if you would necessarily, like, walk well.
Right.
Because you're...
I feel like you'd be walking like when your legs are asleep.
Yeah.
You ever had both legs fall asleep at the same time?
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's what it would be like.
I woke up one day, both my legs were asleep, and it didn't process in my head. You know how high up our beds are, right? They're kind of high up.
Yeah.
I got out of bed, not thinking, both legs asleep. I fell over in the middle of my room.
Oh, God. That's only something you would do.
I stood up and I just collapsed because I couldn't support myself.
I can't think of anyone else that would...
Get out of bed with both legs asleep?
Yeah. And think they can walk.
I didn't even think of it because I just woke up and I got up to pee. Wasn't thinking. I was like, on the ground.
Okay.
Have I never told you that before?
Yes, you did, but not in full detail. Another story. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, her show got renewed, Love After Lockup. The season 2 of it came out March 10th. Some of these stories are really just recaps and summaries of...
She's on Love After Lockup?
It's like her own version of it.
It's on Peacock, right? Or Hulu?
It's a Lifetime show, I believe.
I don't have Lifetime.
You can go online and just type in Lifetime, and it's on their website.
Yeah, you got to pay for it.
No.
I had to. Are they trying to make me pay for it? You get like 2 episodes for free.
No, I watched the whole last season for free.
Okay. Well, I tried to watch it, and it didn't let me.
No, it's good. I have not watched this season yet, but it's going to be interesting considering she has a kid now.
She has a kid now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm behind.
Well, thank God we're doing in case you missed it.
Oh.
Here.
We're talking about murderers. I know you watch murderer documentaries.
Yeah.
Who killed John Benet Ramsey? I don't think it was the parents. I genuinely don't think it was her parents.
It's someone that apparently there were like letters.
Yeah, I saw that.
A guy like confessing that he did.
I don't think he did it either.
I don't know.
I think he wanted the credit for it.
Someone killed her. I don't think it was a family.
I don't think it was a family. Because why? Think about this. I watched a documentary about it. The mom was dying. She had just gotten over severe cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Her stepdaughter had already died in a car accident.
Yeah.
She was so happy to be. This is what the dad said. So I'm just kind of quoting him. She was so happy to be alive, and that she had her baby with her.
Yeah.
Well, she was like 6, but it was still it was her
a little
baby.
Kid.
Why would she kill her kid? It doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because she died a couple years later.
Yeah.
That's just a sad story.
Didn't they clear the brother of
the brother was innocent.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have ever questioned the brother.
No, because he was only like a few years older than her, I think.
What I think happened was somebody broke in the basement because there's proof that like you could fit into that basement through the outside, through the window. I watched this a couple weeks ago. But he went in there when nobody's home. He hid out in the basement until they got home. And he went up and he did a bunch of terrible things to her and killed her.
Didn't they find her in the basement, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
He took her down there and then snuck out through the basement. Because it happened again a couple years later in the same city where somebody got caught breaking into a house. They caught him when it happened.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know if they arrested him or not, but it was probably the same guy. I didn't sleep very good that night after watching that one.
The one I didn't sleep good with was the Gabby Petito one.
That one was just her boyfriend that killed her. It wasn't like it was some guy hiding out in the basement. It wasn't as, it was messed up, but it wasn't as dark to me as the John Benet Ramsey one.
No, it's so dark because
obviously
that's someone like
you're close with,
someone you're in love with kills you in the middle of nowhere and just leaves you there.
That one I feel like...
And doesn't tell anyone.
I just feel like I've seen that documentary 14 times before. Because it happens a decent amount where the boyfriend kills the girlfriend or the
but this one was weird because he went apparently went back to his house.
Yeah, his parents knew. I guarantee that.
I don't think when the police showed up, I don't think he was there. I think he was already on the run. And what was sketchy about it was that they were already on the phone with a lawyer when
that's why I think
police
they knew.
showed up.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But
also, the mama wrote a note that said, burn after reading.
Yeah, that was disturbing.
That's why it's like, how have the parents, like, not
that was the
been
loudest
investigated?
You've ever gotten.
No, really, how have the parents not been, like, actually investigated about all of that?
There was another documentary I saw. I got two more I want to talk about. One I saw, I don't remember what her name was or what the story, like the whole movie was, but this girl got kidnapped by somebody. And then, like, 36 hours later, they brought her back. And the police didn't believe the story.
Okay.
And then somebody else was investigating something else, and they found some of her hair in the guy's apartment.
Yeah.
That kidnapped her. So she really did get kidnapped, and the police didn't believe her.
I haven't heard of that one.
I can't remember what it was called. That was sad.
Was it Netflix?
Yeah, it was Netflix. And the cops that didn't do anything about it, like they didn't investigate it really at all.
They get fired?
They got promoted.
What?
They got chief of the year for the state.
I feel like, how would you not...
I think it was California.
If that
tells you, you know.
If someone came to you and said that, I don't know why you would...
This story didn't make a lot of sense because, I mean, I didn't believe it at first because they made it seem like it wasn't real. So I believed, I was following along. Oh, this didn't happen.
Was her story, was she like getting mixed up with
No,
what
the
she
story
was
stayed
saying?
the same the whole time. She got drugged. I think she got raped. And they brought her back. Like, they dropped her off at her front door.
I don't know why they didn't believe that or even look into it.
It was weird. It was one of the weirder ones I've seen. I don't remember what it's called, but it was good. And then the one that got me the most, that like I didn't sleep for a little bit, was the Zodiac Killer. Because we're about the age of people he was killing.
Yeah, I haven't watched many on that just because it's like...
Well, there's two possibilities on who it could have been. I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy... Well, there was the one the TikTok guy thought he solved.
What?
Where it was his grandpa was the cop that found him, found the first two kids dead. So it was either that guy or it was the other guy, and I can't remember the guy's name.
So they think there's two people it could have been.
Yeah, but I think it was the other guy. I don't think it was the cop. Have you seen the girl on TikTok, Call Me Chris?
Yeah.
She made a whole video about it, a whole 45-minute YouTube. She does like true crime stuff now.
Wasn't she doing like video game stuff or something?
No, she was doing like comedy skits.
Oh.
She would do like different voices and impressions and stuff. She's funny.
I've never really watched her.
I got down a wormhole one day. I get down weird wormholes all the time. Like I got down a wormhole at Dale Jr. one day.
Dale Earnhardt?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I learned that Teresa Earnhardt is the worst. The absolute worst. Chiefsaholic was a good documentary.
I still haven't watched it.
You need to watch that. That was so interesting because it was like 4 different crimes being committed at once.
Yeah.
It was the bank robberies, and it was on the run. And then there was the bounty hunter chasing after him. And then it was this, and then it was that. And it was just so interesting. Because I remember watching it unfold. I remember Pat McAfee talking about it like every day.
See, that's why the Gabby Petito one was interesting because I was in a contemporary issues class at the time.
That sounds like so much fun.
We literally just watched the news. And when we would have the news on during that period of the day, it was all about the Gabby Petito case.
I'd never heard of it before I watched the movie.
It was everywhere.
It never crossed my sight.
And that was...
But you got to remember, too, when you were that age... I'm 3 years older, right?
I'm 21.
What year were you born?
03.
03? Okay, I'm a year and a half older. But I was not on the internet at that time. Like, I didn't have TikTok. I barely used Instagram, and I had Snapchat.
It wasn't even social media. It was just mainstream news.
I didn't watch the news then.
Well,
I didn't start watching the news. You know how I watch the news now. Like, I keep up with stuff pretty well. That's a brand new. That's the last 6 months.
Oh, my dad always has the news on.
Oh, it was always on. since I've been a little kid, Fox has always been on at my house. And I hated it for the longest time because I didn't like the news because it freaked me out.
I just thought it was boring, so I didn't watch
it. It freaked me out. It was boring. It was either Channel 2, Channel 5. At the time, Fox was 205 on Dish Network.
Okay.
It was one of those stations, 205 or 205 on the news. And I just was so sick of it. And then I eventually started watching what I liked, and I got into the news.
Anyway.
I'm pretty up to date on things.
There are documentaries about this person. Wendy Williams.
I don't like her.
This has been a long, ongoing thing.
She's annoying.
She's had health issues in the past, and the New York court a little while ago, she apparently failed a mental test, and the court said she was incapacitated. So then she was placed under a court-ordered guardianship to take care of her money because she had her radio show, her TV show made millions of dollars.
Right. She did all kinds of stuff.
She's had multiple health issues, but she was diagnosed with dementia, which is why she was in this assisted living place. And she would call it a prison. And TMZ did a whole interview with her over the phone. She sounded completely normal. She sounded fine. At one point, people said, oh, she can't talk, she can't move.
But she was fine
the week after, she was doing a full phone interview with TMZ.
Weird.
Seeming completely fine.
Weird.
And
a guy that was mentioned on TMZ one time.
Now,
there's an article about him.
A few weeks ago, she was still in the assisted living. And
she's not that old, is she?
She was in the assisted living for the dementia that she had. It didn't have anything to do with her age. It was her being diagnosed.
Oh, she's 60?
Dementia.
You don't look 60.
But she was in the assisted living and dropped a note from the window that said, "Help Wendy." Someone picked it up, called the police. She was taken to a hospital to have a wellness check done.
She had a cocaine problem for a while.
The whole time she's denied that she's had dementia and was not actually incapacitated in any way. She took a new medical evaluation, passed fine. Completely passed it, said she's not incapacitated anymore. Now she is going to court to try and reverse this guardianship that is over her. So I believe there are 2 documentaries. TMZ did one. I think the other one was done by Lifetime. And in that Lifetime one, she did not look fine. Right. Something was wrong. And that's when it was oh, she has dementia. And at that point, you could believe it. But to almost completely reverse.
That says she can't talk at all?
Yeah. And then she calls into a radio show and she's talking.
That is strange.
It's weird.
That is very strange.
P. Diddy, his lawyer, not Diddy, his lawyer is in the news.
Yeah.
Anthony Rigo is.
I even know about this one.
He is a big time lawyer. He's mainly known for defending Osama bin Laden against the U.S. in 2001 about 9/11 and Al-Qaeda.
Yeah.
He's also defended other terrorists.
What a great guy.
Well, okay. By court. He was basically either appointed or given the assignment.
What a great guy.
He was given the assignment. He tried to do his job. It doesn't mean he actually agrees with them. But for someone that worked on the Osama bin Laden case, he dropped out of the P. Diddy case and said, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs.
I forgot his name was Sean.
You defended Osama bin Laden. Is he saying that this P. Diddy case is too much to handle?
It's not great.
And, I mean, P. Diddy, he said he's pleading not guilty.
There's probably a reason for that. I don't know how that stuff works, but there's probably a reason for that.
He's pleading not guilty to all of the crimes he's done.
Huh. Weird.
So, Diddy, sorry, but you're gonna end up in prison. I mean, there's no way.
He going down.
I'm like, there is absolutely no way.
He is going down. Here's something else for you. I think I told you about this. Our friends, the new guys, Jake and Scott, are buddies.
Yeah.
Great people. Good guys. They wrestled the Hardy Boys on Thursday.
They did.
Matt and Jeff, arguably the greatest, arguably the most popular tag team of this century. They Matt posted something about them, how it was so much fun to wrestle the new guys.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time I told you about them?
The new guys?
The new guys. I said these kids are going places.
Yeah.
And I've compared Bosch to a young Seth Rollins. I think that's like this kid is legit. We're gonna see him. We may be doing some more stuff with them.
Okay.
Eventually, maybe, I don't know, but we've talked about it.
Yeah.
So, how cool is that though? They wrestled the Hardys.
I mean, I don't really watch wrestling, but I know the last name Hardy.
You know who Jeff Hardy is?
Yeah.
You know Brother Nero, they call him.
I don't know the brother. I know Jeff Hardy.
No, the Jeff Hardy's Brother Nero.
What?
His middle name's Nero.
Oh.
And he was Brother Nero for a while.
I only know Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Matt's pretty cool, too. Matt's the older brother. Jeff has had a lot of legal issues.
Yeah.
There's a documentary about him. And so maybe it was like a day in the life of Jeff, or it was after he went to rehab. And it's the saddest clip in it. He talks about the day he decided to get sober, and he's relapsed a couple times since then.
Yeah.
His little girl, who was maybe 3 at the time, said, "Daddy, you're still my best friend even when you're drunk."
Jesus.
He checked into rehab that night.
Good for him.
And it didn't really work, but he tried. Even thinking about that just makes you sad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know him. I don't know his kid, but how sad would that be if your kid said it to you?
I mean, you don't want to put your kid in the position to
Right.
know
But I mean, it was like
inebriated.
I don't know if it was that night or the next day, but he was in rehab pretty quick after that.
Yeah.
That tells you he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He just has some demons. All right, what else we got?
Other legal news. I know this is your favorite saga going on right now.
Can I guess? Can I guess what it is?
Yes.
Is it Justin Baldoni?
Yes.
We haven't talked about him in a while.
Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Baldoni's lawyer went on a podcast, and why he was on a podcast, I don't have an answer to that. It's a very weird situation that you're working on a high-profile case and you find time to do a podcast and talk about stuff. It's very interesting to me.
Very strange.
But his lawyer was asked if there was any possibility of the case being settled before they went to court.
Probably will.
He says unlikely.
Oh. Okay.
That too much has happened, too much damage has been done to his client. Did not address Blake Lively. Only damage to his client has been done.
Is Ryan going down too?
I don't know, because Ryan Reynolds asked for a protective order and the court gave him a modified version.
So he's not going down.
He is named in it. I mean, for lack of a better term, I would say named as an accomplice to it.
Because it's his wife.
Yeah, and he was also apparently yelling at Justin Baldoni about...
It seems like this is just two people that don't like each other that escalated.
It's a whole group of people because Taylor Swift was named in the document,
well, they don't like each other now. They're not friends anymore.
I think they are still friends. They just don't
publicly talk.
Want to be associated.
Allegedly.
Right now. Allegedly. All of it, well, not all of those because these are facts. But Blake Lively did attend the South by Southwest Film Festival for a new movie premiere. It's a sequel to A Simple Favor. This one's called Another Simple Favor. It's with Anna Kendrick. I
like her.
The first one was really good, so I'm excited.
I'm a fan of Anna Kendrick.
I'm excited to watch this movie. It's on Amazon Prime May 1st, I believe. But
you know what came out today?
What?
Bert Kreischer's new special. Sorry.
That was today?
Yeah, it came out this morning.
Oh, I thought the trailer came out.
The special came out today.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt there. I just thought you mentioned release dates, and I was like, oh, Bert.
Anyway, the movie premiere, Anna Kendrick was getting asked by an interviewer on the carpet what it was like working with Blake with kind of the current situation going on.
Right.
And she basically avoided the question at all costs, and she goes, I think she joked about doing an ayahuasca trip, and she's like, I've been tripping for like the last year. I have no idea what's happened. And just like played it off. And
she's not on drugs.
She just walked away.
This is the girl from Pitch Perfect, right?
Yes.
I like her.
And she's basically avoiding talking about this at all costs. Pretty good publicist telling her, don't say anything.
Yeah, stay out of this.
Going off of Blake Lively was on Gossip Girl.
Never seen it.
One of the actresses in Gossip Girl died.
I saw that.
She was 39. She was Michelle Trachtenberg is her name. She
Very
was
sad.
in Gossip Girl. She played Georgina Sparks. As a kid, she was Harriet the Spy, and she was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They did not do an autopsy, but it is believed that she had a liver transplant and complications were the reason why she died.
What was it, liver?
Liver transplant complications.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
So
Her body just rejected it.
That's what people are assuming, but there was no foul play, so the family opted not to do an autopsy. And the Oscars happened a little while after she died.
Conan hosted it.
She was not included in the in memoriam for the Oscars.
It was like a couple days after, right?
No, I think it was like maybe a week.
That's probably why they probably just didn't have time to put it in there.
I mean, it's really just.
I don't know.
It's 2 years in a photo.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. That would be my guess that it was finished before then.
I don't know,
Should
but
probably be in next year's, hopefully. I don't know.
That's the next one would be in 2026.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So she'll probably be involved in that.
I hope so, but somehow these stories are all kind of connected. The Oscars, an award show. The iHeart Music Awards happened last night. I did not watch it.
No.
I was busy, but I have some of the winners here. Song of the Year was Beautiful Things by Benson Boone.
Never heard of it.
That one was viral on TikTok. Album of the Year was Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish.
Nope.
Innovator of the Year, Lady Gaga. That is one award that it's basically like, it's not really, people don't vote on it. You're just automatically given.
So it's like a Lifetime Achievement Award?
Yeah, it's a lifetime award. So it was known Lady Gaga was going to win. Alternative Artist of the Year. Take a guess. It's one of your favorite bands.
One of my favorite bands?
Yeah.
Green Day?
Yes.
Really?
They won Alternative Artist of the Year.
They didn't put anything out this year.
Well, I don't know. Don't ask me.
I guess because of the
new album.
They put a new album out
Saviors. The Saviors album.
Oh.
I don't know.
I didn't know that was an album.
I don't really know if it goes off of albums. Some years they just name.
Green Day may be my favorite band. I know very little about them.
Sometimes if it's Artist of the Year, it's not really based off of an album. They'll like just throw a few names out
Whoever's
there.
hot.
Especially if it's alternative or rock, they don't care. They'll just throw a few bands and be like, oh,
I guess coming off of the wildly successful Saviors tour.
Yeah.
That was my first concert. I don't know if that'll top. They played 42 songs.
Mm-hmm.
I think we heard a total of like almost 60 songs that night because Rancid played another 12.
Yeah.
I would have been happy if they played Ruby Soho. That's all I needed.
Rock song and rock artist both went to Shinedown. The rock song was A Symptom of Being Human. Great song.
Don't know it.
I'm seeing them live again this year in August. Rock album was From Zero, the new Linkin Park album, which I think it is believed that they are already releasing a new single this week or sometime soon.
I've never heard of any of this stuff.
Alternative album was Clancy, 21 Pilots.
Nope.
And then R&B artist was St. Louis's own SZA.
I don't really know who that is either.
And that's all the stories I have.
What I think I've heard of two of those people.
Green Day.
And Billie Eilish.
You haven't heard of Linkin Park?
I probably have. You talk about it all the time. That doesn't mean I know who they are.
Okay.
If I heard it, I would probably know it.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, they're the one song. Yeah, I know them. I think about
Sing it.
No. No, I've sang enough today.
You don't actually know.
In the end, nothing even matters.
Yes, that's Linkin Park.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's crazy is we've almost been doing this show for a year.
About.
And I think 3 weeks we'll hit our 1 year mark.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
By the way, Taylor Swift did win 9 iHeart Music Awards, which pretty much expected for her to win.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah, like, oh my God, Taylor Swift never wins.
Never.
She's never nominated. She never wins.
I don't mind her. I know you don't like her, but I don't mind her.
Maybe that's why our ratings are so low, because you got one Taylor Swift hater.
No, our ratings are low just in general. I don't have a problem with Taylor Swift. I like her music for the most part. I don't know everything. But.
She did win at some award. I think it was something about like a surprise thing on tour, and she won that category for bringing out Travis Kelce at a show.
Right.
That was at some award she won.
All right, I've asked you this like 14 times. Who in the blue hell is Travis Scott?
He's a rapper.
Why is he with John Cena and The Rock?
I guess wrestling isn't getting good ratings. They need other celebrities there.
What is he? Is he a good rapper?
I don't listen to him. You remember the Astro World?
No.
He basically created his own festival.
Is that the one people died at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was him.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah.
Why do we want him in WWE?
Ask Triple H, because he's in charge.
I'm happy you knew that. Oh, Backlash is coming here May 10th.
I saw.
You know what sucks? You know what else May 10th is?
What?
My graduation.
Well, you got a tough decision to make.
Well, obviously, I'm going to graduation. I can't miss graduation. That's too big of a thing. Also, AEW Revolution. I'm mixing a little wrestling. We didn't do rock and wrestling this week, so I got some wrestling stuff to talk about. Dave Meltzer, you've heard of him, right? You've heard me talk about him. Dave is like a wrestling historian that breaks news sometimes, and he does these star ratings. No women's match in North America has ever gotten a 5-star match. That's like the highest rating.
Yeah.
He goes above it now. He does 6, or sometimes if it's really good, 7. If it's one match is 7 stars on a 5-star scale. Weird, huh?
Yeah.
No women's match outside of Japan has ever gotten 5 stars until last Sunday when Mariah May and Toni Storm tore the house down. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it was amazing. I heard it was an incredible match in 13 minutes. That's a short match. The storytelling in that match was that good that Uncle Dave gave it 5 stars.
What company was that?
AEW.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Mariah May and Tony they put on this phenomenal program over the last year. So, all right, what else we got? That
was all I had.
That's all I got too. 50 episodes in, crazy, huh?
Oh, I want to nerd out a little bit.
Oh, geez.
So,
I don't know what this is gonna be.
One of my favorite bands announced a show at the Factory The Morning. They're 3 sisters from Mexico. They're a hard rock group.
I've never heard of them.
I only saw them play like 5 songs at Pointfest a few years ago. Now they're doing a full set at the Factory for a headline tour. And the album they had come out, no skips. Fucking fantastic. I listened to that shit on repeat. So
I've never heard of them.
I am trying so hard to get all of the pre-sale codes because it goes on pre-sale tomorrow.
There you go.
I'm not missing this show. I will be somewhere in the front row. I will be in that audience photo they post on Instagram.
I'll say this, too. If I end up going to Backlash, I will be in that press conference with Mr. Paul Levesque, who is, you know him
Triple
as
H.
Triple H. I will be in there. I don't know how, but I will be in that press conference.
It's the last time you can use KCLC.
I'm going to keep using it.
Is that legal?
Sure.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. We have permission.
Yeah. He likes me. He'll know. No, I've met Tony Khan. I've talked to Tony Khan before.
Yeah.
I feel like it's only fitting I get to talk to Mr. Levesque. Or Mr. Johnson.
Why is he...
Dwayne's going to be around for a while, I think.
Wait, so which one's going to be there?
Both.
Oh.
They'll probably all be there. Cody, Cena, Roman.
Are they all on the... Wait, so who's on the board of, like, the wrestling thing?
Oh, the board?
Yeah.
H is CEO.
What does Stephanie do?
Nothing at the moment.
I thought she's
not a part of the company right now.
Because of the whole thing with her dad?
That didn't help.
Or did she just leave?
So, yeah, I don't really know what Dwayne does. Steph's not really a part of it. She's got a show coming out on ESPN called Steph's Place, I want to say. What was funny, she went on McAfee to promote it, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't do interviews normally. She hasn't done an interview.
You never really see her.
Not as you used to. You used to see her a lot. Not as much anymore. But she did McAfee's show just to promote her show, right? When the Rumble was in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
She went there to promote her show. That was the sole purpose of this interview. She gets in there, and they do the thing. And Pat, you know how Pat, he does the 2 hours on ESPN, and he does another hour on YouTube?
Okay.
Well, he does not care about the ESPN audience. He does not care. Like, he'll be mid-conversation, and he'll look up, and he'll see it's 1:59:57. Find us on YouTube. Bye. That's what he does. That's like, it'll be like that last 10 seconds, and he's like, well,
yeah.
ESPN, we'll see you later. Continue watching on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow. And they keep going on YouTube, and it just continues over. And Steph looks at him and goes, Pat says, we're on YouTube now. Steph is like, we didn't promote my show. And he goes, what are you talking about? He goes, my show. And Pat was like, oh, well, it wouldn't be us if we didn't mess that up.
Oh.
I mean, it's still ESPN. It's still on the ESPN YouTube show.
It'd be funny, but...
It was supposed to be on big ESPN.
And
they promoted it only on the YouTube channel because Pat forgot to mention it in time. But Steph thought it was hilarious. Tone Diggs in the corner was like, yeah, it wouldn't be our show if we didn't fuck that up.
I didn't know they separated. But I thought he was only on ESPN.
He does a 3-hour show every day. 2 hours on ESPN, 1 hour on YouTube.
I don't know that.
YouTube's the unfiltered stuff. But yeah, I'm going to find a way to get in that press conference. I'm going to meet The Rock. I don't know how, but I'm going to meet The Rock.
Let me know if you figure that out.
Yeah, I'm going to meet him. Anyway, that's about all we got today. Cooking with Casey will be up tomorrow, hopefully.
I'll remind you, it will be up.
Should be up in a couple hours. It's not. I did my best. But, yeah, so it should be fun. You guys should like it, hopefully. Other than that, 50 episodes in. Many, many more to come. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We're sticking around. But, yeah, until then, we'll see you all next week.